Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex here. Today we are here with F1 2015 Lewis Hamilton career mode part number 2 from Malaysia, and you can see here today we've switched out to the short qualifying, which means I have 20 minutes to set a good time in qualifying, not just one. Obviously we're on the legend difficulty, racing as Hamilton against the likes of Rosberg in his Mercedes, Vettel and Raikkonen in their Ferraris. It's quite a close career mode so far. If you guys saw that first episode, definitely go and check it out if you have missed it, by the way. It was quite a close race. I think it was maybe a little bit, could say a little bit sort of boring in the middle, but towards the end of the race, it was really exciting in my opinion. So there we are. You can go and check out that. That'll be linked in the description or on the screen somewhere, I'm sure. But anyway, this is the third lap of our qualifying session. I thought, this is it. We've got to go for this time now. You can see we're currently in third place. We had a decent first or second lap time, meaning that we had a decent sort of qualifying position if that's where we would start. But obviously in the Mercedes you don't want to start anywhere but the front row, and if you're Lewis Hamilton you don't want to start anywhere but pole position. No offense Nico Rosberg, but this year Lewis Hamilton has been pretty much on fire in qualifying. He's racked up most of the pole positions so far this year, and I'm hoping to do the same in my career mode here today. Can we get the pole in Malaysia? Let's see. We're purple through the middle sector at this corner. A lap or two before, we actually made a big mistake on that corner right there, which meant we lost a bit of time. So I was a little bit nervous through there. As you saw through the corner there, I wasn't going really the best of lines. And now shifting down the gears, let's get it switched into the right hander. That's a really tough corner to get right. You guys always remember the 2012 Perez moment where he was catching down Fernando Alonso and then made that mistake at that corner back there and threw away any chance he had got at a race win. So anyway, final corner here. How are we going to do in this qualifying session? Can we get a pole position away from our teammate Nico Rosberg? We'll see as we head to the start-finish line. Yes, we do. We managed to get pole position by 1/10 of a second over Nico Rosberg. I think that's pretty decent. But anyway, let's head it over to Anthony Davidson and David Croft.
Welcome to the Sepang International Circuit, where the cars are already on the grid as we gear up to start the main event. Lewis Hamilton starts on pole today, and with the blistering pace he's shown all weekend long, it shouldn't come as a surprise if he leaves the opposition in his wake during the race today.
There are a lot of variables that can cause a driver to be happy with the car one day to struggling with it the next. Track temperature, excessive tyre wear or a change of fuel load can all affect the feel of a car. He'll definitely be hoping that when the race gets underway, he's got the same balance as he enjoyed in qualifying.
Nico won the last race with a performance that Toto Wolff called a drive of true class. He seems really at home in this Mercedes team, and it's from that platform that he's able to put in these great performances.
Nico certainly had the edge over Lewis last time out, and he'll want to put one over on his teammate again today. Don't underestimate the mind games that are going on between these pair as they battle it out for supremacy.
So here we are then, guys. We are ready for the Malaysian Grand Prix, racing as Lewis Hamilton, of course. Can we take a pole position and take it to a race win? Let's hope so. Anyway, the lights are out and away we go for the Malaysian Grand Prix, second race of the season. We initially get a very good start here. Managed to slightly cover off Rosberg going to the middle of the track. Obviously, the racing line is on that left-hand side. Rosberg with more grip on the outside. Seems to have braked a bit later, but he's trying to go around the outside. That's just not going to happen. And looks like, yeah, Kimi Raikkonen has managed to get past Nico Rosberg there. Looks like Valtteri Bottas has managed to go around the outside as well. So bad start there from Nico Rosberg. Well, initially it wasn't that bad, but trying to go around the outside, which obviously would have turned into the inside of it, made that move stick, but he couldn't. And he's dropped down now to at least 4th place. There you can see it's really close from 2nd place down to probably that 7th or 8th place there. So it's really close in that battle there. Nico Rosberg could lose even more positions, even though he is in the fastest car here. But we have brought out a little bit of a gap here, which is good for us, over Kimi Raikkonen and Valtteri Bottas in the 3rd place. You'd assume we have pace over those two cars here. But let's be honest, it's going to be tough to defend from anyone in this race because the DRS zones is going to be very effective. If they can stay within that, was it 1 second by lap number 3, they could have a decent chance here of maybe going past us in that DRS zone. But we made a slight mistake here. We've messed up that corner as we did in qualifying. That's not good whatsoever. So now Raikkonen, who we had got a gap up to over a second from, is now right up behind us once again. And we made a slight mistake once again. We haven't gone slight off the track, but we haven't gone right off the track, I should say. But we have lost the positions. That is disappointing. Kimi Raikkonen has gone through into the lead this race. Now, am I going to go for a move down the inside? I've got a really good run. Looking to the inside here, but Kimi Raikkonen brakes later. I decided to switch it back and go for a wider line. Bottas looking down the inside, but he couldn't quite get that done. And for now, we're in 2nd place behind Kimi Raikkonen. Obviously, we don't want to lose that position, but for now, we'll have to just take it. And now onto lap number 3 here. We're really challenging Kimi Raikkonen. We're trying to go past him there, but that's not really an overtaking place, is it? Now through the double right-hander here. We've run a little bit wide, but I don't think quite 4 wheels off the track here. We can look down the inside of Kimi Raikkonen here. No, we're not, because he brakes incredibly late and keeps his position. We kind of messed it up, actually. Don't really go on the racing line through that corner there. Now to the corner where I messed up in qualifying. We've got a little bit wide. We've got a bit of gravel on our tyres. That is not good whatsoever. But actually, thinking about it, we're going to have the DRS down the back straight and down the home straight as well, depending whether we're still behind him. But we're looking down the inside of Kimi Raikkonen. We can't quite get the move down, can we? No, we're not going to get past him there, but we're going to have the DRS, which is going to really help us here. Or is it? Because look at this, in a straight line, I'm in the slipstream with Kimi Raikkonen. I have the DRS, and I'm hardly catching him with a better engine. Now, looking down the inside of Kimi Raikkonen here, nearly contact there. I think I slightly outbraked myself here down this main straight. Sorry, down the back straight into the braking zone. I accidentally pressed the wrong button here. I don't know why I always do it. I think sometimes I accidentally press the wrong button for DRS. I know, a stupid thing, but anyway, that happens from time to time. But anyway, we managed to get past, do we? We get past Raikkonen, but Rosberg's putting the challenge on the inside. There's a bit of contact. I think that might have been Kimi Raikkonen who hit the side of us there. He might have got a bit loose through the corner and hit the side of me. Luckily, we controlled it. Anyway, lap number 6 was still under pressure here. We've still got cars right up behind us. We've got at least Bottas and Rosberg right behind us here, but we're going to go for a wide line to the corner. There's contact! Was that Valtteri Bottas? Was he down the inside there? What was he trying to do? I'm not too sure. We'll have a look on a replay in a second there, but in my opinion, I don't think he was going to be able to get that move done. It looked a bit too far back. Let's have a look at it from Nico Rosberg's point of view here. He's the 3rd car in line, obviously, here, so you can see we're in the lead here. I'm going to take a slightly wide line through the corner, and I don't know. Was that really a realistic move for Bottas? I'm not too sure. Every time I look at this replay, or these replays, guys, I have a different opinion on it. I mean, sometimes I think I could have obviously gone a bit wider here, but I was ahead. I was sort of already committed to the corner. And then other times I'm like, well, maybe I could have given a bit of space. But at the end of the day, I didn't get a penalty for it, so the game definitely didn't think it was a penalty for me. And I think we'll see at the end of the video who actually, somebody did get a penalty. I can't remember who it was. One of us 3 got a penalty for it. I can't remember who it was. And what is this? Kimi Raikkonen just crashes into Bottas. What is he playing at? Anyway, I forgot to pit on lap number 6, going on to lap number 7. I don't know why, but it meant I went an extra lap, obviously, on the option tyres, which meant I pitted on the end of lap number 7 going on to lap number 8. Fernando Alonso hasn't stopped, for anyone wondering. He isn't legitimately in 2nd place. He hasn't stopped, as with Ericsson. I can't remember where the other guys were. I'm not too sure what happened to Rosberg as well. He dropped down the order after I made the contact, so weird to see really that Rosberg dropped down the order quite a bit after the accident. Obviously he lost his front wing, or a part of his front wing, so I'm assuming he pitted, but still it wouldn't have lost him that much time. Anyway, out of the pit lane here, we'll see what we can do. We're going to come out in the lead of this race. I think we are, but there's a car coming down the main straight. Who is that? Is that a person we're contending with in this race? I don't know, unless Jenson Button's had a really good stop. I highly doubt we're actually battling with Jenson Button. And we've got a massive gap over 2nd place, which ended up being Felipe Massa. I don't know why, guys, but for some reason Rosberg was just very slow after he made his pit stop after his front wing change, and Bottas obviously went for a spin as well. I'm not too sure what happened to Vettel as well. He was having a good race, but he didn't really, fight with us at all, did he? He's not really in contention when that accident happened, which is kind of strange. But anyway, it is the last lap of the race now, and it looks like we're going to bring home the first one of the season. And after the contact, really, we just had a big gap. You can see the gap to Massa is 20 seconds. It's really, really weird to see such a big gap to 2nd place, especially in my career modes of all of them. So, anyway, final corner. I'm going to take this with a pinch of salt. I don't think it's a 100% legitimate win here, because obviously I didn't really have a battle with anyone for the second half of the race, but I still don't think it was it wasn't an intentional move. Obviously I ran a bit I didn't run wide. I went for the wide line to get a good run through the corner. I don't know whether Bottas was really ever going to be able to make that move, and I was already committed to the corner, so yeah. I'm sure loads of you guys will have your opinions in the comment section down below, but I pick up my first win of the season as Lewis Hamilton in my career mode. I came very close in Australia to getting that win, but unfortunately I didn't. So we're going to end up with 43 points in our championship so far. After 2 races, that's pretty decent, obviously only dropping 7 points. But let's hope we can go to the next race. Is it China? I think it is. It might be Bahrain. I always forget which way round they are. But we'll hope to get at least a podium there. and then obviously just try and keep up the points throughout the first part of the season, because I'm assuming later on in the season I'm not going to be as good through some of the tracks like Japan and the new track. What was it? What's the new track? Mexico. I'm not too good around those tracks. I'm just sort of assuming I need to build up a bit of a buffer by the time we get to that point, because I'm going to be slow there. So you can see my lap times in comparison. Bottas was faster than me. He had a 0.4 of a second faster in his fastest lap here, but obviously you can see there he got a penalty, which is kind of strange. But anyway, yeah, so the team, or sorry, not the team, the FIA assumed that was Bottas' fault. So anyway, whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode, guys. Be sure to tune in to a next episode about a week's time. Until then, it's been Alex, I'm out here. Goodbye.